Good morning, welcome back to the All Seasons channel. Today Cameron and I are going to put a slide topper on this little travel trailer here. It's going to be a Lippert slide topper, and never actually installed a Lippert slide topper, so we're all going to learn something today, even Cameron. I'm going to get this thing unboxed, see what all's in the box first. I know what comes in a Dometic slide topper, but I don't know what comes in this Lippert. Just like Dometic, we got a awning rail. I'm gonna let Cameron go over and start putty taping that. Of course, we got the awning. We've got our brackets and our instructions. Looks like we got our rail screws. So it's kind of about the same as Dometic then. They give us painted screws to mount the rail to the side of the camper. Everything. Sorry about the road noise. I've got a wireless lapel mic ordered. It just hasn't come in yet. Hopefully it's going to help with all this wind noise and road noise and all that nonsense. Hey, right now would be a good time to go down there and give me a like on this video. Thank you. I don't know how much you're going to be able to. I know you're not going to be hear much. I might just do voiceover afterwards and take out some of that road noise, because I mean we're right on the road. Okay. So it's gonna be a lot of road noise. So like I said, I might just do voiceover, explain to you what we're doing and all that, and that's probably what we're gonna do. All right, Cameron and I are getting ready to slide the awning rail onto the fabric. I always like to take a little file and kind of clean the end of that rail up, take any sharp points off or anything like that. A lot of people like to spread the rail. I just really don't like to do that. I just soon take a little file, take a couple minutes, and get any burrs or sharp points off, and then after you do that, that rail will slide right on that fabric, and that way it doesn't damage anything. So. And now the instructions for these slide toppers, I think, probably tell you to mount the rail onto the side of the camper and then slide the awning in. Well, it is just much easier to go ahead and put the rail on the fabric, mount the awning, and then mount the slide rail or the awning rail to the side of the camper. It just seems like it's the easiest way for me to do it. So, you can do whatever you want. You can follow the instructions, or you can do it like I do. It doesn't really matter. It all gets done. Now we're just putting the awning up on top of the room. Leave that room out just about 6 inches, just enough to lay the awning up there so that it'll kind of hold itself. It'll be up there ready whenever we're ready to mount it all up. Right now I'm just kind of making sure that everything is the same end to end, just so it will look symmetrical when we get done, look good. That's all we're doing here right now. Now I'm getting ready to put the brackets on the side of the room that will hold the awning to the room itself. We putty tape those, just like anytime you mount anything to a camper. If you're going to put screws in it, you putty tape the back side of it. That'll help seal it, and that way these brackets will just stick right there while you're mounting them. And they just go up. These brackets always go up in the very corner, as far up in the corner of that room, you know, under and beside that big black aluminum frame that goes around the room. These brackets just always go up in that very corner. And this particular room had a lot of aluminum structure back there, so it was really some good stuff to put the screws in. I always just stick that bracket up there, because it's got putty tape on it. And since that's going into aluminum, I had to drill pilot holes. I used an 1/8 inch drill bit, and I drill one pilot hole in the center of that bracket, and put a screw in that, and then I could go and drill the other 5 or 6 holes and get all those screws mounted. And then you'll see here that I've got that bracket mounted to the side of the wall, and then I also put that bracket, the other bracket that slides on it, that holds that octagonal piece of aluminum that mounts everything together. If you were doing this yourself, this would make perfect sense. I know the video is not, it's kind of far away, but that's all we're doing. We're just pre-assembling some of this stuff and getting ready to mount the awning itself. You can see it's spitting rain on us a little bit too, so we're trying to keep things dry behind where we're mounting stuff. That's why you saw me wipe that off a little bit with a rag. And again, I just stick the bracket up there with the putty tape, drill one of the holes in the center, put one of the screws in. That way it's all held up there nice and straight. Then just drill the other holes and put all those screws in, and you're good to go. So yeah, I'm just drilling some of the holes. I drilled all the 5 or 6 other holes out. Then I'll just put screws in, and that part will be done. And then I'll pre-assemble this end, and then here in a minute, me and Cameron will actually put the awning itself up. Here I am pre-assembling everything. Everything just on this Lippert room. You got the piece that goes on, or the Lippert Slide Topper. You just have that piece that mounts to the side of the camper, and then everything else kind of slides together. And then you put some screws in it later to hold it. Now here we are. We're getting ready to put the awning itself, attach it to the brackets. And this is really a 2-man job. I've done it by myself. It's really not ideal. It's much easier with a second person. I'm just gonna let Cameron slide his, I think it's a 5 or 6 sided tube into that bracket on the awning, and then I'm getting mine in, and then we can actually turn loose of it. Nothing's secured yet, but it'll hold itself. You wouldn't want to try and do this in a high wind situation, because it may be different. But now here we are we're just using our tape measures to just square everything, get everything the same on both ends, so that again, so it'll be symmetrical and it'll look good when we get finished. And again, this is a lot easier with 2 people. Otherwise, you're measuring, climbing down the ladder, climbing up the ladder, doing some more measuring. So it's a big help having Cameron on something like this. Now we're getting ready to mount the awning rail to the camper. The instructions with this LCI Slide Topper didn't really even give me like a dimension on the slope. Dometic awnings, I believe, say 1 to 3 inches. So I just kind of went off that. I made it so it would have about a 2-inch slope, or so when the room is in. That way you got you got a little slope puts out as well. Maybe it won't collect water, but a lot of slide toppers do just collect water unless they've got a lot of slope. A room this long, will probably collect water on top of it, pool water on top of it when it's really rainy. It's no big deal. There's nothing wrong with your awning. It's just the way they are, and it'll dry up. When it dries up, that will evaporate, or you put the room in, and it'll come right off, causing no problems. Now I'm getting, I got one screw out on the end, probably about 3 feet from the end on that rail. Now I'm getting the rest of the contact, the paper off the putty tape, getting ready to put a screw 2 or 3 feet from this end, and then I'll go out a little closer to the center and put another screw. And all the while I'm doing this, I'm measuring to make sure that everything's straight. I'm just measuring from that gutter above down to my awning rail, just making sure that everything's straight. And once I get about 3 screws in, this is not a very long room. It's about 12 feet or something. So once I get 3 screws in it, the rail's pretty much there. It's straight, looks good. And then here in a few minutes, I'll just go back and I'll put all my screws in. I think there was about 22 screws or so in that rail. All right, now I'm before I actually finish that rail up. No, I'm sorry, I have already put all those screws back in that rail. Now I'm getting ready to pull the pins, the retaining pins, out of the end of this slide topper. Some manufacturers will use a big cotter pin. LCI uses a little clip pin. There's what it looks like. I know it didn't really show up very well, but it just clips in and keeps the spring tension on the slide topper. Now I took the clip off that end. Now I need to finish squaring up everything here as far as these brackets and the bar, and get some screws in that stuff to start retaining it. And right here is where those screws go in the awning, in that bar, to secure that. We had to run the room out a little bit just so we could get the drill, get the good angle on the drill to get those screws in. Now the LCI does have these little caps that go in there right where those screws are going. Don't do like I did, put the cap in, then put the screws in, because there's a little notch in the cap that the screw goes in to hold the cap. So I put the screws in and I had to come back later and take them out, put the little cap in, and then put the screws back. So don't make that mistake. Now, if you need to adjust anything like you see here, all I do is roll that awning back just a little bit and hold it. It's got a spring in it, but it's not like super strong. And getting everything squared up again with the brackets and the bars and everything. Here you see I just roll that awning back, and then I can adjust things. There's actually several things here that you need to adjust. The bracket that goes on the side of the room, and then the bars, and just want to make sure everything's nice and straight, looks good when we're finished. So now I'm, I got everything squared up, or I'm finished getting squared up, and got one little minor adjustment to make here. And it'll all be straight, and rolling the awning back again a little bit. Just take the tension off of it. Then you can move stuff, release the tension, and it holds itself. So pretty simple to do that way. That's why I like to mount the awning rail on the side of the camper first. Alright, now we're all finished up, all the screws are in, all the retaining screws. Now I'm going to getting ready to silicone the top of that awning rail. And I always use masking tape. Put masking tape on both sides of my silicone joint, and just makes a really nice, neat joint. And because it's one of my pet peeves, people just slathering silicone on campers. Oh, that just irks me to no end. So I always try to make my silicone look as neat as possible. Now there's a rivet that is called a split rivet. I always put one of those rivets on each end of the awning rail when I do a slide topper, just because, you know, the slide topper, yeah, it's got like 22 screws, but it's just going in that fiberglass siding. And you can, sometimes you'll have the ends of the awning rail will kind of want to pull off the camper. So I always put one of these rivets, those split rivets, on each end of that rail, because they grip really, really well, and that way that awning will never try and come loose on those ends. Now here you see I'm finishing up the tape on this end, and then as soon as I get my tape finished, you'll see me put the silicone on, and it's just really simple to do it this way. You just put a little bead of silicone on, take your finger and smooth it out, and once it's smooth, then you just pull the tape off. There's my silicone. I'm using black silicone because the hardware is black. All the trim on the camper is black, so I use black silicone. See, you don't have to be very careful, just as long as you keep it, you know, on the tape. Just put a little silicone on, and just take your finger, and we'll get some kind of there was something in the silicone, I had to pick it out. But once you get your silicone on, you just take your finger and smooth it out. I'm doing that right now. I know you can't see on the other side of me, but you're getting ready to be able to see here in a minute. And just do that all the way down. You know, watch here. Just take your finger and, well, I'm getting ready to. Just take your finger and smooth that out. You'll scrape off the excess. It just makes a really pretty silicone joint. And then you just pull your tape off. Now I don't recommend you pull tape off like I'm doing here. I got pretty lucky that wind gust or something didn't come along, blow that tape up against the side of the camper, and get black silicone all over everything. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta live dangerous, right? But someday I'll do one of these and get a close-up and show you how nice this silicone joint looks. But there is basically it. There you have it. There's installing a LCI slide topper on your slide room. So I don't know how this video is going to turn out. In the middle of it, I noticed my battery died. I don't know what I missed. Oh well, it'll be what it is. So hey, as always, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, question, criticism down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And me and Cameron's going to go down the road and we're going to fix another one. Well, now actually we're going to go get some lunch somewhere. Then we might go fix another one. Y'all have a good day.